This video presentation is for the assignment for the course CPSC 5440. This is like a Python program that I wrote for this assignment. And this program, what it does is it loads the text file. This is like a 29 pages like a large text file, so that the model can train properly. They're extracted from a source, and it is basically it's on the Google Drive, and basically it reads the data like the text. It loads the text from the Google Drive, and it basically removes the extra characters and prepares it for the training by converting into sequences of valid characters. Like I will show you then the program where it's actually doing. Then each character is mapped to a unique integer, and those sequences are further transformed into input-output pairs to train the model. And we use the LTSM network to basically train the model. The model is trained in such that if you provide any capital and any letter, it will look at go to the model and find out the next 20 sequences or next 20 characters, and such that most of them are quite meaningful and not random. And after training the model, accuracy is also evaluated, and it can generate new text. And as I said, by sampling characters one at a time, starting at a seed character. So in the beginning, basically I'm importing like these Python libraries that I'm going to be using. Here I'm connecting to the Google Lab, Google Drive using the google.colab library. And this is the book2.txt. It is the file which contains the text that I'm going to be training that this program this program trains based on the text that is in this file. And here we are checking if we are using the GPU, or if it is, then we just use that, and if not, then we just use the CPU. On CPU, it runs very slow, so I recommend that you have the GPU enabled when you run this program. So all the valid characters are all the ABCDs, and with these different like punctuations, and as well as like all the digits. And here I'm converting these, enumerating it an integer to character, and then I use the n characters, and I take the length of the number of characters string that we have, and assign it to n character. Here I'm opening the file, and it is reading the file, the books2.txt. Here I'm just removing the spaces from the file, so that if it has got two or more spaces, we just remove the space and just leave the single space. Here is the data set where we are creating the data set that needs to be trained. So here I'm assigning it to the x and y, where x is the features and y is the label. Here I'm encoding the character indices into 3D tensor, and returning the encoded like a string. And here basically is the LSTM class, which has got these the LSTM and a couple of some couple of APIs, LSTM, or also self.fc. And here I'm invoking those two basically functions that are defined where in the def underscore init. And here we are like instantiating the model, and I'm calling this class character LSTM, and I'm passing it these three different parameters, and I'm using the if we have a GPU, then it's the device is the GPU. Here I'm using the loss function as nn cross entropy loss, and the optimizer as the torch.optim.atom with a learning rate of 0.003. Here, this is the path for this file where, like, once we have trained the model, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to save it on the Google Drive, so that when I invoke this code the next time, it won't do the training. It will just skip the training and just read the trained model from this file. But if we want to basically not do that, then we have to like go there and delete it, so that it runs and it trains the model. Here I'm trying to see if that file is this file exists or not. So if it does that, then it loads the model from this file, and it prints the model loaded successfully. And if it's not found, then it kind of goes ahead and trains the model. So here's the code. Like I'm just the epoch is like I'm using is 100 because I try to use like lesser values, but the model like was not approved to train approved enough to give results like that are meaningful sentences. So that's why I trained it for 100 epochs. And this is the like a loop, and where we are using these in X encoded and optimizer. We just say that we don't use we use a zero gradient, and here like we are just forward pass basically, like when we are calling the model to the X loss, it's calculating the loss, and then it's doing the backward pass, and here it's optimizer dot step, and it is calculating the loss, and it's adding. We are doing it like in a batch size. So for each batch size, it increments. It adds a loss to the to each of the in each of the pass, and if and also after that it checks if this like tuple and hidden is there, it assigns hidden to the from this tuple. Otherwise, it detaches the hidden and attaches to the hidden like variable. Here I'm calculating the average loss is total loss divided by the number of passes for each batch. So and that's how we are calculating the loss that resulted as a result of this cycle. And here I'm printing showing that what is the which what is the epoch number out of the total, and what is the loss that we have calculated. And basically I'm also I've got a threshold defined. So if the loss, if let's say I'm continuing and I'm at the like a 80th epoch, and if the loss is less than 0.1, then we quit. We don't train further after that. And here I'm saving the model, and here I'm generating the text. First of all, you have to do model.evaluate, so that if model is ready to for the testing. And here I'm just like assigning a character integer, converting the character to the integer or to the seed character. I show you our seed character is a character that I want to my sentence to start with, and the result is I'm assigning to the seed character, and here is the input sequence, uh, and and assigning it to one, and hidden is like assigned to none, and then hidden gets change as we loop through. Like we call this output a hidden model. So each time this runs, it changes, either the hidden remains same or it changes. But initially it is assigned none. Here I'm calculating the probability, and there is this sample character based on the probability. And based on the probability, we look at the n characters for the n characters and determine which character is the next character, and the result is appended to the previous character, and the sequence is the new sequence is assigned, and the result is joined, and that gives us the string, the output string. The sequence, the number of sequences or number of characters that we want is of length 20. The default is set to 20. So that's what is the requirement. And here I'm evaluating, doing the evaluation, calculating the accuracy of the model. Pretty much is the same as previous. And here we are just calculating the accuracy based on the correct predictions, where prediction is equal to YB. And if both are same, then we are saying that this is a correct prediction, and we increment. And then here we are calculating the accuracy. And here we are invoking this evaluate accuracy. And here we are starting from C to CT. It can be any case sensitive character. I might use the case sensitive because I want from the start of the sentence. It can be like any case. And here I'm printing the generated text after this. When this I'm just giving that we started with a T, and here we are invoking the generate text and passing it the model and the seed, and it just loops through and brings up the next like 20 sequences, 20 characters that it finds, and that is basically that is it should be meaningful depending upon how long have you trained. So I have trained it for like 100 epochs. So you see in the beginning it starts with 1.941, and it gradually decreases and decreases, which goes on until the 100th model, 100th epoch is typed, and where it is like 0.0961. Although it's not 0.01, but it is good enough that you can stop the training. So here I'm just basically saving the model on the Google Drive. So the next time when I start, it won't have to train. And here I'm just displaying the output like as 89.36, and the generated text starting with T. I found this like the next 20 characters that is meaningful. They were learning too. So now if I basically like run this program again, then it won't basically it won't train again because we have the model saved on the Google Drive. So let me like run it one more time, and you will see a different result, and not you won't see the training. And here I'm running it. So this is where the output should be. It will tell that uh, I've just found the model, and now it's going to like invoke those like the generate functions to calculate the accuracy and the 20 sequences, and hopefully that is somehow meaningful. So it's running, and hopefully it will be should be fast. So this time it brought the same sentence they were learning to, and now if I change it to, let's say, A. So see. So here the code. If I change this letter, I mean this we were using T, so I'm going to change it to A. So now it's going to bring up the sentence that starts with A, and it won't load, it won't train, as we have already like saved model in our on our Google Drive. So let me start. Uh, you see model loaded successfully, as we don't have to train the model because we already have it saved. So now it's going to bring up the accuracy and also the sentence that starts with A. It came up with this sentence: Alice could bear sheep, and it has started with the letter A, and the whole sentence is meaningful. I mean, it has got meaningful words. There are cases when not all the words are meaningful. So let's do one more example. I'm going to start with M. Let me rerun this program. So this is one M. It didn't find anything after that, and such as mouse trap. So I mean, this is quite meaningful, except with this one letter. So that's all from me, and that finishes my video. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.